You have 10 minutes. You sit in front of a recruiter. Most people freeze, stay polite, accept the first number. That's exactly why they stay stuck for years. But it doesn't have to be this way. In the next 600 seconds, I will show you the 7 move. I used to go from 41,000 to 46,000 euros in a single 10-minute negotiation with clarity and confidence. And the bonus one is only for the better one. And I share them in the exact order you need them, from the least visible to the most powerful. So subscribe for more and never forget, it's time to shine, c'est le moment de briller. So let's start with the first one directly. Is embrace the silence. Most people panic when they hear salary and they rush to answer just to avoid the unquote silence, the blank. But that silence is exactly when the power starts. So when they say the number, don't react. Breathe, pause, and let the silence do the work for you. It shows confidence and give you space. I remember my first salary conversation after my degrees for my first job. They said it was over 41,000 euros per year, and I just didn't say anything. Not because I was bored, even I am right now, but because I didn't even know it was the moment to negotiate. Therefore, the recruiter looked uncomfortable and then asked, "So does that work for you?" And I said, "Wait, is this the part where we negotiate?" So get comfortable with silence is your first real power move. But that brings me to the second power move, which is be honest and dare to say no. Most people think they're negotiating when they're just smiling or saying yes. But here's the truth. You can't negotiate if someone has said no. I repeat again. You can't negotiate if someone has said no. Because this is where the negotiation starts, from a no. So if the offer doesn't work for you, say it. Something like, "Thanks, but I was expecting more." And benefit if flip the power. Now they have to respond. So to continue my story after my silence and the question from the recruiter asking me if the first salary proposition worked for me, I said, "Of course not. I want more." But theoretically and clearly, she paused and said, "Okay, how much more?" Boom, that's when it truly began. So never forget, no negotiation. And once you say it, you better know what's more look like. And that exactly bring me to the third one, the third move. Know your salary range. Yeah, you can't ask for more if you don't know what more means. Walking in blind, that's why you underprice yourself fast. So the tip is, before the talk, do your homework. Check your collective agreement. In France, we have one for each industry, and I'm curious to know what about your country or your industry. If you have one, just ask the number of your salary range, because it gives you the insight of the range you might negotiate. Because with real data, you don't guess, you aim, you don't hope, you negotiate. So before my negotiation, I checked my agreement, and the range was 41k to 49k. So when they say 41,000 euros, I didn't freak out, and I just thought, I get it. I know you're just giving me the floor, the minimum one. So know your range is important. Now that you got the maps, so let's set the number the smart way. And for that, you need the move number 4. Uncle height, but within reason. Yeah, letting them say the first number, that's giving them power. And once I first numbers out, everyone's brain gets stuck to it, even if it's way too low. So go after, say your number with calm and confidence. Not delusional, just ambitious, knowing your salary range. This is hunkering, a cognitive bias that makes everything else feel cheaper by comparison. shop uses, luxury brand uses, and now you use it for your salary. And the benefit is unbelievable. Anchoring reset per section. 45k sounds high until you say 48k after. Then it feels reasonable. So to continue my story and answer the question what would work for me as a salary, I said, I was thinking about something around 48k a year. The recruiter eyes open like this and said, wow, that's huge. Do you even realize why you're asking? I smiled. And that's when I knew the anchor had landed. And never forget, as for little, you get nothing. As for more, you might get something. And now when your number's out, let's flip the switch with the fives. Move. Ask for insider insight. Sometimes the smartest move is a great question. Instead of pushing maybe a high numbers, just ask. For example, based on your experience, what have people like me successfully negotiated here? Now they have to define the number. Come back to my story after say my high anchor salary number. I asked the recruiter, from what you've seen, if that's too much, and if it's so, what would actually work for me? That's not a question, that's a power reversal. And once you open the door, it's time to show exactly what you deserve this. And that exactly brings me to the sixth move. Show your value clearly. Oh, you have something. Give me some bar with the he. Clearly, I said. Saying just I want more here and here, for example, isn't enough. If you don't prove your value, you're not negotiating, you're just hoping. So just ask, show certification, experience, results. You stop being a cost, but a smart investment, so that the power is now on your side. For me, I highlighting every relevant piece, and especially the fact that if I go on the wall, I'd be operational immediately. No training needing, no time wasted. So don't just tell them you're worth, prove it. Because once they see it, they want to keep it. And the most powerful move for me, speaking of that, it makes the race come to you. Too many people chase raises like they chase approval. They think asking again and again is the key. But the truth is the most powerful negotiation don't feel actually like negotiation at all. Instead of asking again and again, prove your value. Be excellent, just not in what you do, but how you do it. And the benefit is unequivocal. When they trust you to deliver and elevate the team, they now want to keep you. And when that happens, they'll be the first offering more. And that's exactly what I did. From the start, I shown I'm ready to commit. I explained what I could bring, but also how, with focus, collaboration, and initiative. And when they thought that I could deliver with the right mindset, not just a skill, they had no hesitation. In fact, they were the one who boomed up the next race. But now let's dive deeper to the bonus. The one for the better one is simply be flexible on other form of value. You know, salary is not the only lever. Bonuses, equity, time off, paid training, they all count. Sometimes the real raise is hidden in the benefit. That's not weakness, that's thinking like a partner, not an employee. And for me, it's closer to entrepreneurship. You get rewarded for your impact, not just for your hour, for your performance, not just for your time. So don't just negotiate faster, but negotiate smarter. And 10 minutes is now close to down. 7 real move and 1 bonus to help you own your next salary negotiation. So now it's your turn. Which move will you try first? Tell me in the comments and let's help each other grow. Don't hesitate to subscribe for more. It's Gianni and it's time to shine. C'est le moment de briller.